What's up with y'all boys, man? Exclusivebuildz here, where we do everything exclusive. In today's video, is actually about the title, man. We back with somewhat of another rare build, as far as like build name wise, but also another rare play style and also a very fun play style, bro. Another do-it-all 6'9" triple double threat. But the actual build name that we get on this build is PlayShot Cleaner. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. I wish I could find a way to get PlayShot something, PlayShot slasher, I don't know, on like a guard build or something. Like, I'm gonna try and find that, because this PlayShot name is tough, man. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's some OG shit that we used to say back in the day, PlayShot sharps and shit like that, for like 2K 17, 16, and you know, or was that 19? I don't know which one year that was, but the name still raw as hell. This build is going to be a very solid overall build in fives, even in park, stuff like that. Even for ISO motherfuckers that want to play 1v1 court, definitely gonna go crazy on this build if you know how to move on a 6'9". So yeah, with that being said, not about to sit and do too much talking. Let's go ahead and get try to make this extremely versatile fucking 6'9" build. So before we do that, if you're new here, go ahead and stay here, hit that sub button, help people get to 5,000 subs, and get this video to 10 20 likes on the video. It only take 1 second to hit the like button, and 10 likes, I'm not asking for much, you know. But let's get into it. So we're going power forward, 6'9" and 260 on the weight with a 7-foot wingspan. And yes, this build can definitely play center if need be. That's why I got to make power forward instead of small forward. So yeah, let's start out with our physicals first. Alright, bro, so far speed and agility, we're going to max this out as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to move as fast as possible at this 260 weight, right? So that's just decent enough. We get some decent motion styles and all the other good stuff, right? And then for our strength, we're going to go with the 83, so we can get this brick wall right here on the silver. This is probably one of the main reasons why I like this build so much, and where the versatility comes into play, especially if you run it with a squad. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a quicker screener for your guard, and y'all can quick slip or even go screen or whatever the case may be, or just call some nice little plays for off ball movement and stuff like that, bro. Having this brick wall on gold or even Hall of Fame, come on with that. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. But and then we also do get the crasher badge. So if we set a good enough screen, we put a nigga on his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very, very solid. You feel me? And then as far as vertical, man, we going with a 78 vert, just so we can get off ones and off 2 pro contact dunks. And we get this gold the damn pogo stick, you know what I'm saying? We get that. But yeah, that's the physicals. Now let's go to move on to the finishing. Alright, bro, so far as finishing, close shot is going to be a 74. We get the paint prodigy on bronze, 74 rating, because that's tied to our mid-range. Layup on this build, man, we're going to go with a 70 at base model. Use iron wings and layup packages and stuff like that for something to just put on. But we're not mainly here to lay the ball up. We're here to dunk on the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? To do backdoor standard dunk cuts. Now with the cap breaker, when y'all do see this cap breaker screen, we do have the ability to get up to a 90 drive and layup if you want that on the build with just 5 caps. You know, then you get your physical finisher and all that shit on probably gold or Hall of Fame. But just, you know, it's not Hall of Fame, just gold. You know, said if you want to get that on gold, even float game on gold and layup mix match and shit like that on silver. If you want to do all that, you definitely can add that to your game. But for me, I'm worried about dunking more than layup. So a base model, man, we're going to 76 right here, and out of 5 cap burgers, man, we're going to get ourselves a 90 dunk. If you're S4 more, you get athletic 360s, ultra tomahawks, and all the other good stuff, right? And we do get our off ones, off 2 pro contacts, silver posterizer +1 that to get its gold. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. And then standard dunks, bro, we're going to go all the way to a 72 on a standard dunk, just so we can get that rise up on bronze, good backdoor dunk animations, and all the other good stuff, right? And then post, we just can go to 50 because that's tied to our ball handle. And we gotta do see this cap breaker screen. If you want to add more post game to this build to get post for your phenom or whatever the case may be on silver, post up port, silver and shit like that, then hey, you can add that to your game with caps. But y'all, let's see all that in a second. But finishing though, this is pretty much it. Now let's go to move on to the shooting. Alright, bro, so far shooting at base model, we're going to go with an 84 mid-range at base model. And yes, we will be specializing shooting for this build. I feel as that will probably be the best spot to do for this build. Yeah, that's the best. I now think about it, yeah, shooting is the best, because rebounding and all, we just use season +1s and stuff like that. Playmaking not needed. Hey bro, shooting is the best for me. That's how I see it. If y'all see anything differently, or if y'all have any other category already finished, then by any means do what you do, bro. But shooting specialization, 84 base model. We're gonna be adding 5 here to get us to 89, so we can get that set shot specialist on gold, and we could use our shooting specialization +2 to get that to legend, so we can shoot catch and shoots very solid. And then our shifty shooter, we can just +1 at the gold, just so we can get off any pull-up mid-range possible on the 1v1 court, or even just work out in the mid-range area in the 5s game. And then for our 3-pointer, we just gonna rock out with an 83 3-pointer, limitless range on bronze. Decent enough. We can probably use a season +2 or season +1 or whatever to get that to silver or gold, depending on how your play style is or whatever you want to do with your build, you know. And then as far as free throw, what did I do with the free throw? I'm gonna keep it at 80 because I know it's an 80. I don't think it's in the 70s, so I'm gonna keep it right here. But if it is in the 70s, I'll come back and change it. Now, if you don't play 5s, take the free throw off, add these points elsewhere. But as far as shooting, that's it. Now let's go to move on to playmaking. Alright, bro, so far as pass accuracy, bro, for the way this build is going to be set up, we're definitely going to be a point forward, a play center, play shot, whatever, you know what I'm saying. We definitely run the offense on some Draymond shit, you know what I'm saying. Definitely throw all type of down. So at base model, we have an 87 rating, all gold passing badges. And with your cap burgers, when y'all do see this, bro, you don't necessarily have to do this. You can keep gold, but for me, I was gonna put 5 here. And we get our silver, not silver, Hall of Fame break starter and diamond and all that shit, and just use +1s to get those badges on legend, just so we can throw easy breaks and stuff like that, because our defensive rebound is going to be extremely high. We're going to have legend rebound chase on this build at 6'9", which we'll get to that in a second. But hey, bro, that passing and the rebounding is going to get yourself some easy buckets as a whole team, you know. And then as far as dribbling, we got 80 ball handle, bro. 80 ball handle +15 on the takeover, or +10 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can do the very solid dribble moves and shit like that if you take this build on the 1v1 court. Yeah, man, 80 dribble moves definitely very solid. Anyway, got a bunch of good animations. Now, Spiegel ball, this is the part where I really don't like about this build that much. But hey, we 260, can't get a 75, can't get Zach LaVine dribble style or none of that, bro. So hey, it is what it is, bro. We just gotta find another alternative. But we do get our lightning launch on bronze if you want to use a season +2, because I think lightning launch is, what is it, in the tier 2 category? Yeah, it's in the tier 2 category, 6'9". You can use the season +2 on this to get it to go, so you can move a little bit faster. And if you end up finding a very solid dribble style for the 69 rating, 68 rating, then a definitely be very solid there. But playmaking though, this is pretty much what it is. Now just going to move on to the defense. Alright, bro, so with this build being kind of undersized, I try to make it as balanced as possible. So interior 70, is that the best to go up against 7-footers and all this other shit? No, not for somebody that's undersized. Now if you do play with a squad or whatever, and you playing like the back end or whatever the case may be, 70 is cool. 70 is cool. Even if you playing out the corner, 70 is cool. It is what it is, right? Now perimeter defense as well, this isn't the best, but hey, we trying to make this as balanced as possible. 74 all bronze badges right here, decent enough. Silver and movement forces is gonna help you out if you want to +1 or +2 to get it higher, to get more on ball bump animations, then you definitely can. Steel, we're gonna go with a 73 on the steel, so we get silver interceptor. We all know gold or more in a interceptor gets you a lot of lane steal, so if you want to use a +1 on that, you can also do that. Block, we're going to go with a 74 on the block, so we can get a high fly denier on bronze and paint patrol on bronze, just so we get some blocks, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to get your high fly denier on silver with some cap breakers, 4 cap breakers to be exact, then you definitely can. And then use a +1 to get it to gold or Hall of Fame or whatever the case may be, depending on if you're actually going to be playing with an actual 5 or whatever the case may be, and you playing the back end. You know what I'm saying? And then hey, if you were playing the back end though, for takeover wise, I would definitely do steel for a takeover, and I will put 4 caps right here to get your block up to a 78, so get that silver chase down joint, and then +1 that shit to get it to gold, so you can play the back end. No, it's decent enough, you know. But as far as defense though, man, this is pretty much what it is. Now let's go to move on to rebounding. Alright, bro, so far as O board, man, we're just gonna go with an 80 on the O board. Now I know O board is cheaper to get, but for this type of build, bro, since we're going to be an offensive threat as well, O board don't need to be higher than D board for this build. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna rock out 80, and that gets us the crasher takeover as well. And then at base model, man, we're gonna go with a 91. So yep, free throw was not that high. So yeah, we're going with a 91 defensive rebound. Take this free throw down to 76, I believe. 75, 72. Yep, 72. Wrong one. Boom, that's the build, bro. 91 at base model. 5 is gonna go here to get you to 96. So we can get Hall of Fame, box out beast, and rebound chaser, and use +1 to rebound chaser, or even box out beast, whatever you want to do to get them badges to legend. But most definitely use a +1 to rebound chaser to get this to legend, so you can definitely get 10 boards easily. You know what I'm saying? And get yourself a nice little triple double out there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this build, I feel like it's a very unique play style, but definitely can work in very good games, comp settings. It can just be a very good build everywhere, I believe, especially in the right hands. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as like casuals, maybe not, but hey, I don't really know at that point. I don't know what y'all casuals be on sometimes, bro. I can't really speak for y'all, but very solid build overall. Now let me show y'all this cap breaker screen, and I'm gonna tell y'all what order I would do for someone that has 15 cap breakers. And anything else after that, like I always say, bro, it just enhances the build to make the build better. So yeah, but whatever y'all don't see here, make it to your liking, change the build to your liking, or fit how many cap breakers you plan on getting. And oh yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this cap breaker screen right now. Alright, bro, so like I said, 15 is really all you need to make the build how I wanted it. And I would just go ahead and tell y'all boys now the order that I will place my caps for someone that has 15 cap breakers. So my first 5 is going to go to my driving dunk, so I get my elite off ones off to contact dunks. And then my second 5 will go to my rebounder, so I get my 96 rebounds, so I get my Hall of Fame rebound chaser, badge +1 to get it to legend, since we will be playing the 4 and the 5 majority of the time. And then for my last 15, we'll be going to my mid-range, so I get my set shot specialist on gold, +2 that with the set shot specialist, shooting specialization joint, get that joint on legend, so we can be very spot up and knock down at the spot ups, right? And then literally anything else after that, bro, I will say this: 20 might be the only thing you need. 20 be like fully, like, you know what I'm saying, to get a hella legend badges and be like demigod-ish. So we'll be putting my last 5 into my pass accuracy to get my 93 Hall of Fame diamond and break starter, and use +1s on either one of those to get both of those to legend, or whatever the case may be, right? And then anything else after that is like really just up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want a 90 layup with +5 lay, get your physical finisher and shit like that on gold, you definitely could do that as well. If you want to add more post game to the build, do all 5 of the posts, you know what I'm saying, so you get your post fade phenom and shit like that on gold, then you can do that as well. Or if you want to be more of a well-rounded rebounder, just do all 5 to the O board and get a 90 O board as well, you know. So you can do whatever you want to do, for real. Y'all see what's on the screen, do what you want to do. Alright, y'all boys, whatever y'all seen on that screen, y'all can follow my order of how I would do my cap breakers if you have 15. But if you don't, then hey, make it to your liking, man. Do whatever you want to do whatever order, you know what I'm saying. It's just a template, right? But as y'all see by the build name, PlayShot Cleaner, didn't clickbait y'all boys. We got PlayShot Cleaner, very solid name. We got Scotty Barnes in the shades, and we got everybody else right here. Decent shades, it is what it is, right? But yeah, man, hopefully y'all like this build. Very unique build, very I feel like it'd be a very solid build, bro. But yeah, man, if y'all boys did like anything about this video or enjoy anything about, you know what I'm saying, this video, then go to like, comment, subscribe if you do. Help your boy get to 5,000 subs, you know what I'm saying. Get this video to 10, 20 likes, share it so it get pushed out to the YouTube recommended, so everybody get a hold of this channel and this build, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, other than that, turn post notifications on, so y'all boys be notified whenever I post another video, you feel me. But yeah, man, I'm out there. Catch y'all boys in the next video.